Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Malero, and I am in the process of obtaining my master's degree in elementary education. After taking the Disposition self-assessment survey, I noticed that I am both strong and weak in a few different areas. The first area, which I believe I am strong in, is the belief that all students can learn and should set and support realistic expectations for student success. In my personal life, I am a strong believer that everyone has an equal opportunity, and it should ultimately be our individual goal to capitalize on it or use the resources within our means to obtain it. Second, educators should be sensitive to individual learning and social needs of students and embrace the cultural diversity of the community. If this disposition was asked to me more than 2 years ago, I would have categorized it under my weaknesses due to the lack of introduction to cultural diversity. However, in my current position, I collaborate with my counterparts in Asia, Europe, and Africa. It has introduced me to the different learning and social styles of my counterparts in various parts of the world. Last, educators should be committed to the profession of teaching and learning. One would conclude that since an individual is dedicating time and effort in teaching, they would enjoy their career and not despise it. In life and in my current career, I excel in my role by providing my best and consistently trying to outperform my previous self by becoming more efficient, adapting to changes quickly, and constantly researching within my field. One of the two dispositions I currently categorize as a weakness is educators should promote social justice and equity, maintain appropriate standards of confidentiality, and exercise fairness in all areas, including assessment. As a future teacher, I believe exercising fairness in all areas would incorporate accommodations for students during testing and other environments as well. There is simply more depth to the execution of fairness for all students than is portrayed by a one test fits all for students. Second, the need for educators to recognize that reflection combined with experience leads to growth as a professional. In my current career, it doesn't require the same type of reflection as in the educational field. In teaching, I would presume that one would try to better the profession by attending trainings and seminars to improve um, teachings and strategies. Another aspect of reflection is to build an arsenal and use different teaching approaches or strategies. The dispositions demonstrate my ability to understand other cultures, genders, learning differences in order to build strong relationships with students and their families by promoting professional development. For example, if I have a student in my class from Egypt, in order to build a solid relationship, I would first have to research Egyptian culture as well as take note of the student's unique learning style. I would also have to take into account the student's gender and how their culture correlates with that to see the whole student, not just one component of the student. This would be additional research on my part as an educator, not necessarily a traditional job duty. Potential bias can affect teaching in many different ways. For instance, some administrators I have known have had a bias towards applicants who graduated from their alma mater. Additionally, the school site environment can be tainted if there are cliques which are formed based on biases. After receiving my annual performance evaluations and observation feedback and data on student performance, I would adjust my dispositions and teaching practices to benefit learning by reflecting upon my students' scores. By doing so, I not only measure the success of my teaching ability, but it also provides me the ability to look further into the students' scores and determine why they scored below the two standard deviations of the class. It provides insight as to which approach I would undertake through differentiated learning to bring the student up to the normal standard deviation range. I want to say thank you for taking the time to listen and for viewing my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you.